Beneath the Athenian sky, the day begins not with command, but with ritual. Golden light finds the terracotta jars, the bread, the figs. At the heart of the home, the hearth glows. At the humble altar, a whisper is born. This is a world of duty. A daughter wakes for Athena, guardian of the home. This is a world of energy. Her brother greets the sun, his body already learning the language of battle his father will impart. And it is a world of order. A mother serves the morning meal, olives, bread dipped in wine. It is the quiet moment that structures life, generation to generation. Everyone knows their part. This is how the family breathes. This is how the city lives.
Yes, truly a gift from the gods.
From the stone lion's mouth, the water flows, cool, clear, the sound that wakes the city. This is the fountain. It is more than a source. It is a ritual. Here, Athens gathers, and in the simple act of gathering, life reveals itself. The hydria finds its balance on a young girl's hip, a practiced weight, a lesson in essential, endless labor. This is her inheritance. Vessel after vessel is filled. In the splash of water, all of Athens intersects: status, gender, and the civic identity that sustains it all. Inside the household, time is marked by a different rhythm. The steady thud of clay weights on the upright loom. This is the 13-year-old girl's future. Her mother stands beside her, guiding the wooden shuttle. The lesson is not just skill, but patience. The tension must be exact, the rhythm constant. Her fingers are already calloused from years of practice, learning to pass the thread without tangling, weaving the practical, undyed wool that will clothe her family. With every row, she absorbs not just a technique, but her place in the world. She is learning what it means to be a woman in Athens, a manager of the home, a guardian of the domestic economy. The loom is her inheritance. The cloth is her duty, her value, and her destiny, woven one essential thread at a time. In the quiet of the morning, education begins. It is an investment, a privilege. The pedagogue awaits, an educated man holding the keys to the future. His tools are simple: a wooden tablet slicked with wax, a pointed stylus. He carves the first letters of the Greek alphabet. This is the code that unlocks Homer, philosophy, and the laws of the city. The boy watches, his focus absolute. The pedagogue corrects him, gently but precisely. Respect for knowledge begins with respect for the letter. The boy repeats the words, absorbing a cultural heritage he does not yet fully grasp. This is more than learning. It is the patient forging of a citizen, a careful transmission of values from one generation to the next.
Children, remember to share the toys and stay within the plaza.
When the day's formal lessons pause, the city's other school opens, in the shade of olive trees and against whitewashed walls. Laughter echoes. It is a game of cooperation, a mirror of the social world she will one day manage. For in Athens, these are not just games. They are miniature rehearsals for the life to come. But the children do not know this. In this moment, as the sun climbs high, they are simply absorbed, animated, and genuine. Their laughter is the only lesson that matters.
Time to go home soon. Πολύ αργάσαμε σήμερα.
Fresh figs and olives. How much for the
The
fine
sun
wool?
climbs over the Acropolis, but the city's true heart beats here, in the Agora. It begins as a murmur, then a roar. Dust rises from 1,000 sandals, mixing with the sharp scent of olives and the salt of the sea from the fishmonger's stall. Here, the world is for sale. Merchants shout, their voices sharp, promising the strongest wine, the finest pottery, the reddest pomegranates. But this is not just a market. Listen. Beneath the haggling, you hear the sound of democracy. You hear philosophers questioning the gods on stone benches. You hear politicians debating the fate of the city. You hear the news of the world, carried not by parchment, but by voices. For in the Agora, you do not just buy your bread for the day. You buy, sell, argue, and become Athens itself.
Το αθεστήρια πε 3 ημέρας διάρκει. Το πρόκον, τον πυθυγία, ανοίγουμε τους πίθους του παλιού οένου.
In ancient Greece, a festival was not a simple holiday. It was the sacred pulse of the polis. The city would stop. The hammers of the forge fell silent. The political debate ceased. This was the time for the gods. Whether for Athena's glory in the great Panathenea or the raw ecstasy of Dionysus, the people moved as one. They came together not just in prayer, but in procession, in feasting, in the roar of the stadium and the hush of the theater. These rituals were more than superstition. They secured the favor of the gods, ensured the harvest, and guaranteed victory. But more than that, a festival reminded every citizen who they were. It was the glue of civilization, binding the individual to the community, and the community to the cosmos.
A good festival this year.
Yes. Now we rest.
In the Greek home, the first fire a girl learns to master is not in a temple, but at the household hearth. Here, the transmission of knowledge is a secret, silent ritual. A mother's hands, dusted with barley flour, guide her daughters. She teaches the alchemy of the kitchen, how to turn hard grain into bread, how to measure the precious olive oil, how to tend the flame that sustains them. This is not a lesson in comfort. It is a lesson in survival. It is the core of the oikos, the household. The daughter learns more than recipes, for recipes are few. She learns the feel of the dough, the scent of wild herbs, and the patience of the pot. In passing this knowledge, a mother ensures her daughter can one day manage her own home, feed her own family. This is the quiet, essential wisdom that holds civilization together, one generation to the next. As evening descends, the family gathers. In the warm light of an oil lamp, social order itself is made visible. In this courtyard, every member is connected by blood, law, and custom, each in their proper place, each performing their expected function. This is not idleness. It is the fundamental education of a civilization.
Μαλακά τα δάκτυλα, αίσθηθη ταν χορδάν. Ωράσπε, αυτή άρκτος μεγάλη, ο Ζεύση μην φυλάσει.
To the ancient Greeks, the night sky was not a void. It was a living text, a map of divine order. They looked up and saw more than just stars. They saw the stories of their gods, their heroes, and their monsters, etched in light. But this divine story was also a practical guide. The sailor, lost on the wine-dark sea, steered his ship by the steady light of the pole star. The farmer knew the season not by the calendar, but by the rising of the Pleiades, which told him precisely when to plow the earth. To the philosopher, the heavens were cosmos, a perfect mathematical harmony. To observe the stars was to understand the mind of the gods. It was to find divine logic in the chaos and to know one's place in a grand celestial design.